all the things that have made it to limelight as the news. My name is Gabby, and with me here is
Ogoro.
okay, Ogoro.
Yeah.
So we for starters we have Tinubu's suspension wagon. So it started with dinner, and then someone gets suspended, and then gets picked up by DSS. So we started with Emefiele, and then he moved to power. Now it says that Emefiele is suing the government for his arrest.
Yeah.
Yes. So with all these things that have been going on, initially we're thinking, okay, so who's going to get arrested next, and then who's going to get suspended next, and then all the service chiefs got dismissed with immediate replacement.
Actually, yeah, of course. He's suspending CBN and then EFCC. A whole lot of persons have given kudos,
Yeah.
to Tinubu for such actions. But then, if you look at the scenario, the way it always plays out,
Yeah.
you get to meet him,
Yes, exactly.
and then the next thing is suspension.
Right.
Then we arrest
Yes,
DSS.
then DSS arrest.
So, of course, we don't know who's going to be the next.
So if they invite you for dinner now, you just
If they invite you, say Goro come for dinner, say
next
the
thing
next
is
thing
suspension.
might just be another thing entirely.
Yeah.
So, of course, we don't know who's going to be the next invitee.
Yes, but then since he came into power now, since
Yeah.
the inauguration, he's been doing a lot of signings and a lot of that. What do you think? Like, do you think okay? So there's a lot of talk that he's what shall I say? He's following Obi's manifesto. Because he did not specifically give us anything. Yeah. So, but then Obi came, gave us what we know what Obi wanted to do. We don't exactly know what he wanted to do. So it now feels like it's what Obi listed that he's following.
No, well, I don't agree 100%, and that's because at a point Tinubu was asked, and he said that he doesn't want to disclose his manifesto.
What we know that he said is
So-
he's going
so-
to hit the ground running.
So of course he has it. So that means he has his own plan, and then maybe fortunately, unfortunately, it's now maybe coincidence.
Yeah.
It's now coincidental.
So it just
with-
means that Nigeria has what is going to push Nigeria forward is a particular set of things, and so they both know the things that they need to do.
Yeah.
So and then he's just doing it. So it just happened to coincide with what Obi said he was going to do.
But of course, so do you think his nominations, appointments, his bill signings, in fact, signing, somebody says, is it signaton or something? He's just been signing,
Exactly, it's within a sign of
signing one bill to the other.
Yeah.
So, but these bills, are they really going to yield positive results? Are
Yeah,
they
so
going to bring something on the
I think
table?
it's too early to tell. It's like at least we'll give him there's this minimum of 100 days that we usually use to determine someone. So maybe we should wait till then.
Among me and Nigerians, say this country, we've policies, we've had a whole lot of policies, beautiful policies, but then implementation has
is the
just been a
issue.
problem. So
Again.
is Tinubu's case going
Okay, so for instance, now the subsidy removal, yes, it did not happen this week, but we all know the kind of stress that people have gone through because of that.
like
yes?
up to now?
Yes, and then the next thing we're hearing is that there's going to be a 40% increase in the electricity tariff. So you already have the struggle with, first of all, your salary is the same, and then you have the struggle with going to work, buying fuel for your generators and whatever, you understand, and then they now want to increase electricity tariff. Like,
It's seriously, and one challenge, or should I say, one electricity would have been a major factor to me actually. If we settle the issue of electricity in Nigeria, I think we must have settled over 40% of
Yes.
Nigeria's problem.
True, I agree.
Yeah, and then, but so if the tariff is increased, personally, I wouldn't have much problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if provided the electricity is going to be constant, is stable. Yes, I honestly I wouldn't have a problem
Yeah, so
with it.
you see, but the problem here is our income.
Mhm.
Okay, so we that were even shouting that we want stable electricity, are we ready for stable electricity? Can we afford stable? Because So normally you have electricity, maybe we have 24 hours in a day, right? And then you have it for like 16 hours, and you're already spending like 10K per month using that for those that use the prepaid meter, yeah. And then what? You now have 24 hours. That's going to obviously increase. For someone who earns 70K, how do you have other bills? How do you think you would actually cope?
No, of course, I feel all of these things are intertwined, and then because first of all, the fuel subsidy, NLC and other bodies started pushing for palliatives, and then to settle salaries.
Have you remember what happened with the last palliatives?
No, that aside, this is a new government. This is Tinubu, and then so we might not have that. Then now where I'm going to is so there's a proposed salary increase. So if we have some of these things working, and a lot of our youths are being employed, then we can see things going to the positive side. So if even when the tariffs is increased,
yes, if there's employment,
and people at least can get one or two things doing, then I think it's fine, because if the state of our electricity supply in Nigeria is pathetic. In fact, I think it reduces productivity as well.
Well, it definitely affects business, because like a lot of businesses that need electricity to run have to like spend a lot more trying to buy fuel and all of that. So obviously, yes.
Our government even budgeting for fueling generators. So it's honestly.
Yeah. So what do you think about this CNG that Ipman is bringing to replace LPG? That's the gas, the compressed natural gas they want to use to replace the petroleum gas that we presently use.
Well, that would be a good one, because with what we're hearing already, and then the pricing.
Yeah.
Though a lot of persons are a lot of persons are still saying it might not go well.
Well, people are generally not comfortable with what they don't know. So you'll be skeptical when someone comes to introduce something new to you. Obviously,
of course. And then the fact that some of these vehicles are not originally designed.
Okay, so I know that I saw somewhere, I saw on Twitter, yes, that they started to change the carburetors for this is for generators. Okay. They change the carburetors to use gas as opposed to use fuel. So I'm guessing, I don't know if that's the same plan they want to do for cars.
No, definitely. The kits and other things will have to be changed to suit
that. So it means that, so now does Ipman have any plans to teach people how to do this, or they just plan to introduce the gas to market and then everybody's on their own?
No, definitely they have to, because a lot of our auto engineers will have to also align themselves to using these things and how to, of course.
So it means, so they are saying that it's 90% ready. So that 90% ready is just their own part. We were not ready to accept it yet. We're not ready to use it yet. So it means it will still take a while. So they said that it's going to be ready before the end of June. Yes? So if it's ready, and then the people they are providing it for do not have the means to use them, of what use is the speed at which they made it ready?
Well, that's for that. The whole thing is, if it comes in, of course, it's going to be gradual.
Yes. And
then the pricing is also going to be a good one. But then a lot of persons are still going to be on the petrol.
Yes. So what I'm even trying to say is, shouldn't they have done something like try to create some sort of awareness for it? Of course, they put it in the news, but the truth is, how many people actually know that this is about to come into the market? So they put in that they're going to replace this. This is going to be between 100 to 110 per liter. But where in the event that you introduce this, but my vehicle cannot use it, is of no advantage to me, and this is obviously going to cover the majority. So I feel like they should have maybe done, okay, so we need to train you people how to change this to your to this mechanism.
No, I agree, and I feel definitely there will be such movements and organizations. Of course, people should learn how to use these things,
but not after the fact. That's what I'm saying. They should do that before, like because now you know how Nigeria works now.
Mhm.
There will now be some kind of people. I don't know the word. They just get angsty about things like that, and then everybody's trying to rush, and then there's going to obviously. I feel like it's going to cause some havoc before we eventually settle into it.
Okay. Anyway, how many Nigerians drive?
How many
cars?
Nigerians drive?
No.
How'd you get to work?
What I mean is, of course, a whole lot drive, and then but we still have petrol.
Yes.
So
But still expensive. I heard
it's going to be
now.
gradual.
It's gotten
Like
600.
like I said, it's going to be gradual. So those who want to change their kits
Yeah.
can do that.
At
So
what
we'll
cost?
have you always change it, of course.
So there's all of that to consider, right?
Yeah. Okay. You also consider the price of what you're going to get
Mm-hmm.
and the effect. So you have to.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's talk about the thing that is like hot cake right now, the tribunal.
Okay. Of course.
Yeah, so we hear so many. Did you say this person, INEC this, PDP this, in fact APM this, so many different
lawyer areas.
and then I don't know. Have you followed it? Like, do you feel like the outcome is going to be in favor of our new president?
You see, there's a whole lot playing actually. Personally, should I say I was ashamed of, or I don't know how to put it now, but it was embarrassing when I visited the IRF portal myself, and then I could see documents, honestly, that are not, you can't see them, and sometimes you see another state in
a different
state.
Wow.
So all these things, it's so how do I put it? Shameful for such a high budget made on
yes,
the whole election.
But that's the Nigerian way now. There's always a high budget for something that,
And then it's like we're back to 10 years behind the way the whole thing played out.
And
The
then
election, the tribunal is still going on.
Yes.
We could see the Asari people always outside.
Yeah, they said yes. They've asked them to arrest him now. Now he's been threatening people.
Really?
Did you hear?
He threatened anybody?
Well, he came out with gun. And there's there's a picture or video of him saying that he's going to, like he's with gun and then.
So anybody who tries. Of course, he's been like that. He's an ex-militant, so.
Okay. So, but INEC said that from the start, IREF would be a secondary means. So what's the name of the Beavers was supposed to be the first thing, but we all know what happened now. All those cancellations that we're seeing, So, do you think that Nigeria can even have an election that will be smooth? That there will be no, there will be no back and forth.
Like the June 12th, popularly June 12th election.
Yeah.
Well, you can have a perfect election. Actually.
Well, so we're not asking for perfect, but at least now let it make sense.
It will make sense. At least even the past election in US, we some other things coming up after the whole thing.
And so, but then the US, that's for them. That's coming up is like a one-off. But our own is every time.
Just it keeps coming.
Yes. So now this particular one is like, see, everybody is going to court with different things. So many people have so many against INEC, against the APC, and.
To be honest with you, you see me. This court thing, the court matter and the whole thing, me I don't think say this thing go. I just feel Tinubu is the president.
Yes, there's been that question. I've seen it. I've had it on my mind also. In the event that the court decides that the people that are suing have, should I say one? So like it decides in favor of those who sue. Let's say it decides in favor of the LP of Peter Obi and Dati, right? What happens?
What happens? How?
Yeah, do they like impeach Tinubu?
Well, that will have to be the side of the law, and then if he's been, because if Obi wins finally,
Yeah,
that means
there has to be a rerun. Or what?
Tinubu. Now it depends on how the
How
judgment
the judgment
is
goes.
passed,
True.
of course, because of that. That will also mean the president was unlawfully inaugurated.
Inaugurated.
You understand?
Yeah, so but then maybe what they should have done, because of everything that had been going on, they should have postponed the inauguration.
No, but as at then, it's not the first time. We've had other elections where
True.
the
Yeah.
presidents are
Those ones
inaugurated
that
and
they will
it
drag court
continue.
case.
Of
They
course.
always drag the court
So
case.
like
But
this
this one
one,
looks like they're
we
trying
don't
to
know where it's
round
going
up
to
early.
end.
No, so but you see those other ones, they drag the case.
Yeah.
So usually somebody would have ruled for like 3 years before they will end, they'll bring it to the end. But now it seems like they're trying to
Like
round
you
it up early.
see this 2023 election, the whole thing was very glaring. Like I said, the area reporter. There are a lot of things you can just point out that, man, this is wrong. Like this shouldn't be. We witnessed an election where people came out in masses. Like people came out, and then what was presented as results didn't actually portray the number of persons that felt came out for the election, and then all the abnormalities that happened, the people being killed, and a lot of things. So the
We haven't
2023
really
election.
seen a lot of that in the news. You know, now they've been hiding bad news from the press. Every small thing. We don't. Have you heard of anybody that has been killed recently? No. No. You see, everything is just hush, 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 hush.
But the fact still remains
Yeah.
that some of those things are there.
True, and obviously the government doesn't just come and then you expect that everything, would be good in a snap. So, but at what point do we know that we want to? I don't know. Nobody. These people that are in the court now, do you think they're going to give up? So even if the case goes against them, they'll probably go for what's it called, an appeal, right?
Man, if you win a case in Nigeria, it hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like we've not seen it. We've not seen a presidential petition like this.
Yeah.
In fact, it occurs all the times we have elections in the country, and we've not seen any of them being in favor of the oppositions. So I don't think. Anyway, I don't know.
What about this thing that they said that FG is going to spend 24 billion on National Assembly members?
I was about to point that 24 billion naira budget.
Right? Like, so you're saying that you're removing some things, you're removing subsidy. Apparently, okay, so when the news I read about the increase, 40% increase in the tariff, they said there was actually a subsidy on electricity also, so they were taking it off. I don't know how true that is, but like they said that, and then so they're removing subsidy on this and that, the ones that would affect the masses, but they want to spend this amount on National Assembly members' accommodation.
Man, it's I don't know. Our leaders, sometimes I begin to feel, do they really come out to see people?
And think
to see how people suffer?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure. And maybe if they do, they don't care. Because like
they don't care. Like, man, 24 billion naira.
Because they have staff.
They do.
Yeah. So they have people that work for them. So they just don't care.
This is outrageous. 24 billion naira.
Yeah, it is. It's like why joke to them, right? Okay, so now and then because of this, now everybody wants to run away. What do you think about this Japa thing?
Japa. So, I think I heard people be saying it's good for the country.
To Japa?
Yes.
Really? How?
Yes. Anyway, he pointed out his reasons.
Yeah.
That's because according to him, that so many other countries he mentioned in
that
if by the time Nigeria begin to get things right, it is those who are outside
Yeah.
with a lot of experience that will come back to the country to make things work.
How long do you think it's
That
going
was
to
it.
take? How long do you think it's going to take for things to get right?
Because
Because
we're
so
still at the petition.
in the event that it takes, because even okay, so let's even assume that this is an assumption, right? This is a very wild assumption. So let's even assume that Peter Obi is the Messiah.
Okay.
And then he wins this case, and then he becomes president. You realize that it will take at least 20 years to correct all the damage that has been done to Nigeria.
Why do you think 20 years?
I don't know, because the damage is very deep. It's like
well, damage deep, that's true, but then Nigeria is suffering from, should I say, like we said, bad policy implementation. So if you have somebody,
he would be able to improve. Okay, so but then you have to understand that. Okay, so when I'm saying the damage has gotten really deep, it's not okay. So we're saying that the government is the problem, but you know how Nigerians, even Nigerians, they are lawless. So if you want to get something done in a ministry, you have to pay bribes. You have to do a lot of exchanging of things.
That's
the
rotten part of it. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, that so as much as he can, so, and we all know that maybe this is not the right word, but Peter Obi is kind of like a softie.
You think so?
He's like, because I feel like he can't be harsh on people. There are some people that they need to be killed.
Like Peter Obi was impeached when he was the governor, and that was because he had some persons like this. So if you look at if you go through his antecedents, you'll find out that I don't think he's somebody like that. His appearance might look so, but I don't think.
Okay, so you think that he would be able to enforce, like, make hard punishments? Because Nigeria, there are some things that will not change unless there's like those kind of dire punishments, like if you don't do this, you die. Okay, so this rumor that they were, that they said it was a rumor, and then I think what's it called? PR person, public relations person, debunked it. They said they were going to increase the salaries of elected officials by 114%.
Over 100%. Well, it's not official yet. So
well, I hope it's not true because no. Okay, so yes, as much as we know that this was something that had come in. They said it was supposed to be in January, and then it did not come up, and then they're trying to bring it to the new government.
And of a truth, there's a popular saying, "No smoke without
fire." Exactly.
So definitely the rumors also speak.
So and we were already even complaining that the cost of governance is already too high. So they are supposed to cut it down, not even increase it by 114%.
Like honestly, I'm looking at. I feel President Tinubu should also try. I know it's Peter Obi that was mentioning of the cost of governance. So I expect President Bola Ahmed as well to really look into cost of governance in Nigeria. I think it's on the high. And then the 100%, then it's.
Yeah, I really hope he does that. Well, it's been such an interesting conversation over here. We would so this is a recap of everything that's gone through the news that has come to light over the week. So we'll do this every Friday. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave your comments, whatever you think could be done by the government. Hopefully they will hear it. Leave us your comments. Subscribe. You can follow us on all our social media platforms, our Bantu page. Till we come your way again next week Friday.
Thank you. Bye.